Hi, how you doing? Here's my hot take on metal music. I hate blast beats. Let me explain why. If you don't know what blast beats are and for some reason still clicked on this video, it's when a drummer does the tack 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 tack. Let's take a simple rock beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. It doesn't say much rhythmically, but it leaves a lot of free space for other more important stuff to shine, like a guitar riff usually. Like this rock beat, blast beats don't really say anything either, yet they take up so much space. It's like you cannot hear anything else. It drowns out every other instrument. Not only that, but it also limits the guitar parts to basically just tremolo picking riffs, which can get real boring real fast in my opinion. Now, does that mean you cannot use blast beats well in a song? No, I don't think so. In my mind, they can work if you don't overdo it and you use them for effect. If you establish a contrast between a blast beat section and an actual rhythm, that can work because when it switches back to the rhythm, it kind of feels like a relief. Like, okay, now we're talking, yeah. Good examples of this could be Church Burner by Periphery and Slipknot's Disaster Piece during the chorus. Another use would be what I call shitty on purpose, and that sounds mean, but that's not what I mean. That's when the band just makes a shit ton of noise to hype up the listeners. To me, that works better live, but you can still do it in studio recordings. A good example here would be Slipknot's People Equal Shit, which has just a lovely title and a real badass intro. And it kind of feels like we were on the same page when they wrote it because they don't use it anywhere else in the song. That makes it just hit real hard. I mean, too bad they seem to forget that over the years, but that's a video for another day. Actually, no, fuck it. Here's my problem with modern Slipknot. They just became so overly reliant on blast beats over the years. It's insane. It feels like they didn't use it much in their first 3 records, and when they used it, it worked. Nowadays, it feels like they use it every other song, and it just doesn't work for me at all. That's maybe because of like all the different drummers or something, I don't know. Don't get me wrong, they still write great songs. I'm not trying to be a hater, I have nothing but respect for every member of the band, but sometimes you get like a Hive Mind, which is a pretty cool song, right? That has the most awkward intro I've ever heard in my life. They tried to do some interesting timing stuff with the guitar riff and just slap blast beats on top of it, and it just doesn't work at all. So it kind of feels like you just wait for a minute for the actual song to start, which is, in my opinion, the worst thing an intro can be. And then the main riff comes in and it's fucking awesome. So why the fuck would you not start with that? I don't get it. I don't know. And for some reason they just come back to this in the middle of the song. Like the one time wasn't enough. Fuck. You also have songs like Unsainted and All Out Life, which are just great songs that have empty blast beat sections in the middle. They just sound like nothing. I don't really have any other way to describe it. If you listen to it, you know what I mean. They just sound like nothing. Alright, tangent over. I should specify that I'm not really taking into consideration genres like black metal or death metal because they're really reliant on blast beats and I'm not really familiar with them for obvious reasons. And that's just one guy's opinion, right? You can disagree. You can be wrong if you want. That's cool. That's awesome. We're all friends here. Now, am I crazy here? Am I just an old man shouting at clouds? Let me know what you think of blast beats in the comments. Let's talk. I'm going to be responding to every single comment, so if you want to call me a piece of shit for not liking death metal, you can do that. It's still engagement, right? I want to know what your hot take on metal is, and who knows, I might just make a video about it in the future. So like and subscribe. I linked a playlist with all my music in the description, so you can decide for yourself if I'm full of shit or not. I have no idea how to end a YouTube video, so I'm just gonna go. Bye.